Hi, it's Marco from winemaker for Magnotta Winery, and today we're going to talk about our Blanc de Noirs sparkling wine. Blanc de Noirs simply means that this is a white or rosé wine that is made out of red grapes, and in specific case, this Blanc de Noir is made out of 100% Pinot Noir grapes. These grapes are hand-picked and selected from our own vineyards, and we pick them a little bit earlier than any other regular harvest because we want to have a higher acidity, and also we want to have crispier flavors in the process. So once we pick the grapes, we press them very gently, not to remove too much from the pomace, and the must gets clarified, and then selected yeast and refining agent are added to the must, and is fermented at a very low temperature for at least a month. Now, once the first fermentation is finished, and we call this the base wine, a secondary fermentation will happen inside the bottle. During the secondary fermentation, all the gas that is produced will remain trapped into the bottle, and it will generate up to 6 atmospheric pressure of internal pressure of this bottle. The fermentation will keep going inside a bottle until all the residuals natural sugar are all consumed, and at that time the yeast and their byproduct will settle at the bottom of the bottle, and it will remain inside this bottle for up to 2 years. Obviously, the time depends of personal preference in terms of what we want to achieve, but there are very specific and distinct flavors that come from the permanence of the lees inside the bottle. So during this time, the wine is not disturbed, and the flavor that comes from a slow degradation of the lees itself are the one that gives the characteristic or specific characteristic of this product. Once we are happy with the results, now the question is to basically remove the sediments that are inside the bottle. And in this case, we put these bottles into riddling cages where the bottle will stay upside down. And basically, through a series of rotation and movements, the idea is to remove all the sediments inside and have them deposited in the tip of the bottle itself. Once we achieve that, so all the sediments are here and the wine above is completely clear, we're going to put this bottle and immerse it into a glycol solution, which will freeze this part of the bottle, and it will basically create an ice cube. So once we achieve that, we can turn the bottle, remove the crown, the internal pressure will actually expel this ice cube, and this is the time where basically we are going to add the Icewine dosage, which is, in this case, we use Cabernet Franc Icewine. We'll put a dose of that and top up the bottle. And then, of course, as with all the sparkling wines, we'll use natural cork and a cage to, of course, hold it in place. At that time, the wine is ready for consumption. So, as usual with all sparkling wines, you want to make sure that before removing the cage, you're placing your thumb on the cork like that, and then you can remove the cage itself. Once you remove the cage, you'll feel if there is pressure or not. In this case, there's no pressure from the cork, so we can safely remove the cage. Usually when we grab, we always hold the cork with the hand, but we never turn the cork. We're always moving the bottle itself, rotating it slowly, and we release a little bit of the pressure. Check for the cork, make sure there is no defects in the cork itself. And then we proceed putting the wine. As you can see, the perlage of this wine is refined and persistent. It shows medium copper color, which of course comes from the Pinot Noir grapes. And in the nose, this wine showcases a lot of red berries like raspberries and strawberries, but also because of the variety, you'll find some earthiness to it. and cream that comes from the lees that remain for inside the bottle for a very long time. This wine also shows the typical Cab Franc Icewine flavors, which are inside this product. And again, those are really coming from more so than tropical. I would say probably red berries. It really amplifies that those notes and those flavor that we have in this wine. And as usual, the taste, it has a very sustained acidity, which is very important to support the intensity of the flavor that we have. This wine pairs well with salmon, Atlantic lobster, and of course creamy cheese. It's always a good option. Of course, it can be also consumed as an aperitif on its own without anything. And I would say even free-range chicken can be consumed 2-3 years after this production. These are not wines that would last for a very long time, but I would say at least 3 years you can definitely keep it in your cellar. I hope you enjoyed, and cheers.